SP pleasures themselves every single time that they think of you. The moment that they make eye contact with you, they wet their damn pants. You can do no wrong. Even when you make 20,000 fucking mistakes in a row, they still see you as modern day art, modern day perfection. They have a picture, poster size, on their wall of your Instagram profile pic, and they bow down to it every single night and worship it at its altar. I am Neil Arthos. I am the next Abdullah. You are the next Neville Goddard. Now, let me tell you one thing. It's affirmations like that that will make the process quicker of getting your SP. Heck, you can get them tomorrow, possibly. Now, the thing is a lot of you guys will have trouble because you don't realize who you are. A lot of people talk about self-concept. How about this for a self-concept? You are fucking God. The Lord said, "Let there be light," and so light was. Well, the same way that he said, "Let there be light," is the same way that you can say, "Let there be SP." My SP, if you're, okay, maybe you're a woman, my SP gets rock hard like the Appalachian Mountains every single time that they see me walk by. My SP, I tried this affirmation right here. My SP carries 5 pairs of panties to work every single day because they cannot stop going to the bathroom to relieve themselves. Do you see where I'm getting at? Okay. Do you think God accepts anything less than the highest of worships? Well, it's the same thing with you. Everybody bows down to you in your reality because you are the God of your reality. This guy over here next to me looking at me like I'm crazy in his blue Ford Fiesta, he's the God of his reality. He has every right to look at me like I'm a dumbass because in his reality I am. But in my reality, I'm the most fucking important human being there. I'm at the tallest fucking peak of the mountains and everybody would die to be like me. Everywhere I go, they lay the red carpet for me. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Self-pedestalization is what you need to do because your whole life, you have been talking shit about yourself. Well, it's time that everybody starts kissing your ass. Because I guarantee if you're watching this video, you're probably not having the best success in your dating life. You probably don't have the best fucking confidence or the best fucking self-esteem. This is how you get self-esteem. It's not by looks maxing. It's not by buying $2,000 consultations with this confidence coach. You can fix your self-concept, your confidence, your self-esteem right now by realizing that you are not limited to the human faculties, but you already have all the power that you've ever needed right now. You see, when you say every single day that you're the most important human being that ever lived, that you are more intelligent than Albert Einstein times 100 trillion, it's not a lie. Because when I said that you are God, I mean that you are not the mind, you are not the body. So therefore, if you're not the mind or you're not the body, you are an eternal being living in a human experience. Okay? You are not the character that you thought you were from the beginning. You are powerful. But I will say this. Unfortunately, for many of us, especially when we're starting out, it's not that simple. It's not so simple for me to tell you, just believe and you have your SP. And as a matter of fact, it is that simple, but how can I say it? If you have been living your whole life manifesting a bunch of negative bullshit and not seeing the experiences that you'd like, there's a good chance that you don't have the right assumptions. Okay? So Look, all the circumstances that you see right now are a reflection of your past assumptions. Okay? Maybe you've noticed that you cannot always make enough money. And you always struggle at every single job that you go to. Okay? Or maybe no matter how many dates you go on, you can never seem to find a healthy relationship. Maybe you keep manifesting a bunch of crazy bitches. Okay? Or maybe you're a woman and you're one of those who says like, I can never find a good man. They always are players and they're always narcissistic assholes. I can never find me a good man. Well, if you keep saying that, that is the experience that you're going to keep reflecting in your life. It's time that you change those fucking assumptions, because that's the reason why you are in this rut to begin with, because that is the assumption that you kept holding. Because I guarantee you that no matter what you saw in the 3D, you were not telling yourself, oh, bro, I always have success in relationships. Everybody dies to be in a committed relationship with me. I have a whole line of people waiting on deck, just fucking hoping that I will give them one fucking dinner date. Just one. They would leave their whole family and divorce their fucking kids just to be with me. Divorce the kids. You get the point. Because a lot of us, what we do is we think that just because that breakup all those years ago, then that means that the same shit is going to happen. And you were waiting for something good to happen until you can finally change those assumptions and say, oh, okay, now all guys are nice to me. Now I'm worthy of love. Or, oh yeah, every single time that I go out, I have more success because the other day I got that girl's number at the bar. No. Whether you keep getting rejected 50 million times in a row, you tell yourself that you've never been rejected ever. That all these women would be dying to fucking sleep with you. That they fucking carry 5 pairs of panties every single day because they can't help but masturbate whenever they go to the bathroom and think of you. Okay? That's the reason why you have the assumptions that you do, because you are waiting for something to happen in the external for you to change how you feel about yourself. But it's the opposite. You change the way you feel about yourself now, and then you will see the results that you want. That's the way it works. The only reason why you keep seeing the same thing happening is because you keep saying the same things to yourself. Like Neville Goddard says, you will not manifest what you want, you will manifest what you are. As within, so without. Like Jesus says, your will be done on earth in the 3D as it is in heaven. The kingdom of heaven is within, right here. You have to change your assumptions first, then the results will happen. You don't wait at the bar until somebody finally gives you the light of day and then you can say, oh wow, I'm worthy now. This is not like Thor waiting to see if the hammer comes to his hand and then he's like, oh, I'm worthy. You don't need the fucking hammer. You are the God of thunder. You are the God of love, of seduction, of sex. You are the God of everything. Okay? So I know that in the process, and even if you are aware of it being a process, you already are making a mistake, because you have to believe that you are in that desired outcome right now. Okay? But there's so many different techniques. But my favorite technique is what some call the character technique or method acting or whatever. But have the mindset of, there's a movie coming out in the theaters, and you are the movie star. And the character you're playing looks exactly like you. It has the same job that you have right now. It has the same, I mean, unless you want to manifest money in this case, but right now we're talking about SP. You're making the same money. You look the same. You have the same body type, everything. You have the same personality. But the only difference is you have SP, right? What would it feel like to be that version of yourself? Okay? Now, where a lot of you guys do wrong with this technique is you will say, what would my life be like if I had SP? And a lot of the times you guys will start saying, well, I would have my apartment by now. I would already be making 6 figures, because in your mind, you already created the belief that she will only accept you if you're a millionaire, right? Or maybe you're not fit enough. Maybe you are fat and you say, oh, well, she will only give me the light of day if I look like all the other alpha males, right? If that's what you believe, then when you do this technique, you will have to wait until you get the body that you need in order to get SP, but not because that's the way it is in reality, but that's because that's the way you made it real in your reality. Remember what I said. Remember what I said. You are in the movie where you're playing a character that looks exactly like you today. But the only difference is you are in a fucking love affair of your dreams with SP. That's it. That's the only difference. Now, again, when you do this and you ask yourself, what would it look like? What would my character be like? Maybe you will still have to come to the point where you're like, okay, well, I'll probably be going to the gym more. I probably would take care of my skin more. Okay. But all I gotta say is that there have been some ugly motherfuckers, okay, who have gotten with 10 out of 10s, fucking gorgeous Instagram models. And it's not because of the money that they make. It's not because of their status. It's just because, I don't know what it is, but he just floats my fucking boat. Dude, reality is whatever you make it. So all I'm saying is, you want to make it more difficult on yourself, go ahead, bro. But you can make it simple by just saying, what would I feel like if I look the same, act the same, walk the same, had the same job at the fucking Denny's diner flipping skillet sausage patties? The only difference is that SP is in my dreams. Even if you're trying to manifest fucking, what's that girl's name? I don't even know fucking celebrities. Charlize Theron. I don't know. I mean, who is the actresses that people love nowadays? Fucking Salma Hayek. I don't know. Jennifer Lopez. Okay. If you're trying to fucking manifest Shakira, it works the fucking same. It's you who gets in the way of making it reality because of all your fucking limiting beliefs. Okay? So don't make it any more difficult. So ask yourself. Now, the way that I feel this character technique works is, again, you don't want to change anything about yourself, but ask yourself, what would the feeling be like? Okay? Because again, when you envision in your imagination that it's you right now, wearing the same clothes, acting the same, having the same job, when your subconscious sees that you look the same, it's going to make it quicker, because it's going to say, well, obviously in 2 years you're going to change, so I have to give this fucking quick, because in the visual, you still have the same fucking job at Denny's. Okay? But on top of that, okay, and I know I'm fucking confusing you, but here, just stay with me. It's more powerful when you add feeling to it. But again, I'm not talking about, I want you to feel the fucking ass cheek of your SP or smell her farts when y'all wake up in the morning together. No. I mean, well, you could do that, and fuck, that might actually work even better. But you know damn well that when things are going good in your dating life, the fucking sun opens out of the clouds. The birds are fucking chirping to fucking the Beatles, okay? Everything feels all handy dandy. For me, I remember that whether it was with my past relationship or whether it was with a girl who said, you know, that she wanted to see me, I always would remember my childhood. I'm talking like we would be having passionate fucking sex, and I go home thinking about Thomas the fucking Tank Engine, dude. Okay? Don't ask me why. Okay, maybe it's because I was doing hugga chugga chugga. I don't know. Okay? But the point is that when I think of pure bliss, I think of my childhood. So go to whatever it is that resonates with you when you think of pure happiness. And a lot of us, it really is childhood, because let's be real here. Those were our innocent days. Those were the days where we didn't give a fuck. Okay? And it does say in the scriptures that you must be like a child to enter the kingdom. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's the technique. Fucking embrace your inner child. But whatever you got to do, whether it's you remember that very fucking amazing time that you had at Colorado with your buddies. The feeling where you didn't even remember that you had to go flip bacon strips at Denny's. You were like, who gives a fuck? Let's go rob a Denny's. Okay? Let's get high as a kite in the mountains. All right? Whatever. But get that feeling and realize that the more that you embrace that feeling and you imagine not just how it would be like to be on a dinner date with your SP, but keep remembering that sensation. Ask yourself, is it a warm, fuzzy feeling in my chest? Is it the same sensation that I feel when I take a deep, clear, soothing, relaxed breath? A lot of us, that's what it is. Maybe you feel less tension in your shoulders and your posture fixes. Whatever it is, feel it in your body and try to mimic that sensation. And whenever you, this is the key. Whenever you feel that feeling, whether it's a relaxed shoulder press or whether it's a deep, relaxed breath, tell yourself, I'm seeing her tonight. Or, oh, wow, I blew her back out. Whatever. Okay? Now, affirmations, just like the way I started this video. Make your affirmations just like that. Okay? I manifested SPs by saying bullshit like that. I remember when I just started doing these extreme affirmations, I would tell myself that every single woman gets fucking moist whenever they see me. And within a week, I remember so many customers coming up to me because I love the food service. I work a job at a restaurant because I love food service, man. Not Denny's though. But I had so many fucking customers coming up to me saying that they wanted my number and fucking, you know, saying, hey, my friend wants to talk to you and all this shit when I previously would not get that type of attention. And remember, this is right at the beginning when I just started getting into Neville. But bro, within just a week, I went from saying, wow, all these girls, you know, I wish I could get one fucking choosing signal like Alpha Male Strategies tells me. And all of a sudden, I started just saying that everywhere I go, everybody sees me as the hottest guy in the room. No matter where I am, whether it's at work or at a restaurant or in a fucking porta potty, they laid the red carpet for me. And I just started getting this feeling of I'm that fucking guy. I'm the one that everybody cannot stop looking at. And sure enough, that's exactly what I got. I didn't expect for the results to happen so quick. I remember there was customers, regular customers at my job who would go there for years. And it wasn't until I started doing this technique that they started flirting with me out of nowhere. Even some of my coworkers would start saying, wow, you look so fucking cute. What's wrong with you? Like, or did you use a new lotion? Is it your cologne? It wasn't the fucking cologne. It was me using my God power and manifesting the reality of my dreams. It was all getting reflected back to me. It honestly got to the point where it was borderline scary of just how fucking powerful this shit was. Because I started actually thinking to myself, I better stop thinking about serial killers because I'm gonna fucking get one at my door. Okay? That's how fucking powerful I started realizing this shit was. Okay? Because I wasn't just saying this like robotically every fucking hour. I just did it for a couple of days and I didn't even have to do it anymore because that's what fucking became, right? So make your affirmations as extreme as possible. I personally think that above the affirmations of saying that your SP, you know, has a Instagram picture of you on their wall and they worship you every single day, I would say make 3 of those. But make like 20 about you. Just about you. That you're the fucking king. That you're the cream of the crop. That everybody would die to be like you. That you have a whole line of people asking, how the fuck do you do it? How are you that fucking amazing? Make 20 fucking affirmations about you, but make a few about your SP. Because ultimately, whether it's your SP or whether it's somebody else, you are going to get what you want when you put yourself first. Self-pedestalization. And lastly, if you are still waiting, and again, don't actually admit that you're waiting, because if you admit that you're waiting, that is what you're going to keep reflecting. Just a person who is waiting for their SP. But if you don't see it materialized in the 3D, as long as you see it up here, that's all that matters. You can right now, even if you are blocked on all platforms, you can experience SP right now. Whether you want intimacy, whether you want sex, whether you want just a kiss. Imagine it. Let's use the example of a kiss, so that way I don't get fucking demonetized. I don't know how many F words I've already said. Son of a bitch, we're already getting 20 minutes here. If you want a kiss, the easiest way to experience the kiss, right? Because a lot of us get so hung up on, okay, well, shit, I got to get act 1, I got to get act 2. Okay, I got to first see myself driving in my car, and fuck, she lives like 2 hours away, so I got to get a whole 2-hour visual. No, you don't have to get that far. Skip all that shit, okay? When they're showing you the movie scene, do they show whenever they're taking a shit and they show the poop in the toilet? No! They get right to the point, so you get right to the point, bastard, okay? You don't open the door. You don't say any of this bullshit. You don't show the foreplay. You guys are already at the end of the foreplay, okay? Just see you leaning in for the kiss, right? But the key to making vivid visualizations, and again, I'm going to let you know right now, you don't have to fucking make your visuals vivid in order to manifest this. But this is just for you guys who want to experience it right now. But you don't have, in reality, you can fucking see imagery of your SP and they look like your dad. Okay, it doesn't matter. As long as your subconscious knows what the hell's going on, that's all that matters. Okay, but this is strictly for you guys who just want to get better at visualization, or you guys want to feel it right now. The best way to make it powerful and potent and you can feel their lips is, especially if you struggle with imagination, I want you to every single day in your scene when you're kissing them, and again, we're using this as an example. You can make whatever scene you want. Maybe you guys are on a honeymoon on the beach, whatever. But I'm just using the kiss as an example because it's easy. Every single day, go back to that scene, okay? On the first day, focus on their lips. Are they chapped? Does she have lipstick on? And then the next day, focus on the smell of her perfume. Then the third day, see if her eyes are closed or if they're open, or if she still has that zit on the back of her cheekbone. The whole idea is to focus on a different detail every single day. Because the thing is we try to get the whole scene in one session, but yet it always comes out blurry. Well, if you pinpoint focus on a detail every single day, you are enhancing HD that detail. So that way, once you're on day fucking 30, you took your sweet ass time on every single detail and it all comes together. Does that make sense? Because we oftentimes waste all our energy on trying to make everything right in the visual. When you take baby steps, it makes it more easier. Kind of like when you're going to the gym, you don't want to, wear yourself out doing all the fucking body parts. If you focus more on arms for a brief period, or at least a few times per week, and then a few times per week you focus on legs, and then a few times per week you focus on chest, rather than doing all at once, you are able to conserve your energy equally. Well, it's the same way with your visual. And another thing too is, just like you keep telling yourself every single day that my life sucks and I'm never worthy of love, and that's exactly what you get reflected. Well, this is the same way it is. If you keep fucking pinpoint details on their lips and you're getting detail after detail after detail, your fucking reality will have to get that reflected. If you spent hours focusing on their lips, guess what? Your reality is going to have to show you the lips. If you spend hours focusing on the perfume, guess what? Your subconscious is going to be like, fucking son of a bitch. Now they have to come and they have to put the perfume all over this bastard's face because he spent a whole month pinpoint focusing on their perfume. You get the fucking point, right? Instead of making it a blurry image, you took your time and splattered your awareness with all these specific details. And when you do a different detail every single day, you make that scene that much powerful. That way, once you get to day 30, You have the whole fucking scene in IMAX. Okay? Now, of course, let's be real here. It might not actually come out to be that good, but just a simple fact that you are trying and you are putting this in your awareness, your subconscious is not a dumbass. Your subconscious is not retarded. It knows exactly what it's doing. Okay? So as long as you try and as long as you get creative with this, your reality is going to get creative with you. And it's going to give you that SP, that scene, just as you want it. But just know that whatever you feel in the 3D, again, even if you don't get it 100% HD, you are, as long as your awareness knows what you're doing and it knows that that's your SP, that's exactly what you're doing. You are already experiencing your SP right now. Because remember, the 3D is not true reality. It's just a reflection of your past assumptions. The kingdom of heaven is within. I am Neil Larthos. This is all that the I'm Awareness had to say. And I know you're going to be okay.